Welcome back to what can only be described as another episode of Data Life. Because that's precisely what it is. Of course, with our main man now going undercover, trying his best not to get found out and or completely dismembered, having to play the role of a pretty young girl to attract the eyes of another spirit. That's going to be an exciting time for him. And of course, Toka and Origami aren't exactly against the idea. Remember how they acted when they saw his new outfit? Still, plenty of danger ahead of him, so how is he going to try and save the city this time? And how many other organizations are going to get involved and make things even harder? We'll have to find out. So strap in, get yourself a drink. Shall we begin? I'd almost forgotten about this character. A good question, after she had been laden with bullets and the like. A question to be sure. And how did they know that she was suddenly awake? God, what was that just now? Just embrace it as much as possible. But yeah, what great security that hospital has, allowing people to get through, abscond with some of your patients. But being able to make what looks to be a full recovery after receiving those wounds that she had before at the hands of the spirits. Of course, if it was just continuing on like we saw with the previous season, just with the AST just out there, and it's kind of not flavor of the week, but spirits that are cropping up and needing to deal with them, I don't think it would have gotten too stale with that formula, but now adding in a whole bunch of more organizations out there trying to crush them, trying to stop them, and especially since he's building up a little bit of a group, almost a veritable army of his own. But of course, we're going to need to focus on the festival. Stop bothering the girl who's not Cheetah. Yeah, don't make things too obvious now, Toka. Origami's ability to evade capture when necessary is impressive. But with the is that the only vocabulary she knows? But focusing on the festival now. Nice. And oh no, her dreams. But the festival now being a stage show musical. It's a important piece to do there, the percussion. Is there something else that's hittable that can be hers? Tambourine. Just laden on the importance of it. Just as long as she's happy. Is she a karaoke maestro? Wow, I passed in an instant. We were so engrossed. If she wasn't skilled before, she learned incredibly quickly just to be part of it. Suddenly people were averting their gaze away from her. The quick grabs are, oh, you're coming with me. And she has been left out of it. Who is truly running the show now? You and me both. She's just speaking aloud, eh? If it just happens to hit some interested parties and ears. Then so be it. And now that she knows that he is a target here, good thing it's definitely not Cheeto that is hanging around the school at the minute. But that's grounds for court-martialing, revealing strategic information like that. Wow, skipping ahead a bit, aren't we? Oh no. To be fair, everything that we've seen so far pulls it off pretty well, so what's this maid dress going to be like? You've got Toka just enjoying the hell out of every moment that she has something new or something to hit. That character is needing a lot more to her personality before she gets too stale and annoying. I wonder why they've got such a line. And is this his training into becoming a leader? Handing out orders when necessary? Trying to keep calm under pressure? Various different approaches to it all. Is it going to be an entire paragraph? Great. It's what she likes, after all. Ah. And then vanishes. I do like how his internal monologue, though, is still his own voice. You know, the voice changer wouldn't change his mind. The less attention brought to it, the better. I wonder if Yoshinon is going to keep the ruse going or let something slip, considering the usual outbursts of that rabbit. I see all shyness and everything being erased immediately when this one comes close, replaced with ire and distrust. Now they can have a conversation in private. Can you not see behind him? He's a bit busy at the minute. Can he abandon his post at the maid cafe so simply? And exactly, yeah, just carrying on. I mean, she's getting everything that she's won previously, never had to really work for it, at least not what we've seen. He's surprised that I had to make sure that it was tasting good. Nothing hidden in there, is there? Completely unnecessary, but... Was that to the crepe or the comment? Is it rigged? I've not come across a ring toss festival type thing without it being almost impossible to win. Success! Yeah, the power of suggestion doesn't work on inanimate objects. If at first you don't succeed, just force people to do your bidding. This is not the spirit of the game, is it? Put it back, win it normally. You have to earn the prizes. And is the brash attitude that Shido is taking here telling her that, you know, your complete worldview is skewed? Of course, he'd be the one kicking up a fuss there. Give them as, you know, some worth in her view. If he can win the cat? No? Ah, she's going to take it anyway, okay. I see some obstacles may be thrown in their way. With as much firepower as she can muster. Just what you need for a school festival. I mean, yes, Tucker is the tour de force here, the true powerhouse here. So, anyone that's not a spirit is being pulled away. Have to fake it? Lip syncing? Yeah. I wonder though if Shido can break them out of any sort of the brainwashing or commands there. Even if they're being told, you know, don't attend. How much can they take control here? Do they have some useful contraptions hidden around the place? They had an entire city built into their plaything before, so why not this arena? But much like Symphogear, we're just getting a full concert depiction put out for us. Also, as part of her routine here, is there going to be some orders, or does she sing properly? It's pretty high tech for just a inter-school festival competition with all this rigging and lighting for the back of the stage. Unless Japan just does it very different to here. It's interesting though that with so many male gazes out there, she's able to perform so easily and walking around the area before. Uh-oh. An interruption? Yep. Well, that's going to get a bit of attention, isn't it? You know, with all the lights off, now getting focus drawn to her and only her. I mean, she's never had any reason to fear or need to hide, so what would stop her? But two separate songs and performances in one episode, shortly back to back, and a costume change? Still, as far as performances go, how much training and rehearsal does she actually go for? Or she just wing it and it's quite good? We saw her doing it in that old warehouse or whatever it was. Does she come up with the choreography herself? I was about to say, was she going to invoke a spacequake or something with that? But no, just a few particles to make the show a bit more lively. It's going to be difficult to top that. When she has so many enthralled by her. And with the power of her suggestion as well. Wait, off the stage already? Ah. I mean, they were in the background somewhere. They weren't, well, staying in the maid cafe. They've got their orders, even in the heavily occupied arena here with so many students. They have a job to do. No matter the cost, apparently. I was about to say, leave it up to him. We've seen what happens when he's allowed some time to himself just to act. Well, that was effective. Some Bandersnatchers not being able to move. Someone who received a tip-off that you might be here. Destroyed the test subjects. I see. Well, with her unbridled will to protect Cheeto, amongst other things, even at the risk of herself. Ugh. Okay, white licorice. If it's accompanied by this kind of music and guitar, are they now just left to be in freefall? Good thing they've got those safety bubbles. Please try again later. Your call is very valuable to us. All operators are busy. Do you have any proof for this? There's some mighty strong allegations she's bringing out there. If they make it on stage, yes. And also having a spirit in the audience there to possibly help out if necessary. Yep. Oh yeah, in all of their battles, they probably would have learnt a thing or two. That poor bass! Instrument of the Maiden? Oh, I heard that one before. Actually getting through. Some interference there, but nothing to worry about. Not until the performance gets interrupted. Some of them are slightly more confident than others, and now just... That was some nice animation, actually. And keep it away from... Oh, it's snowing! Very sharp metal fragments of snow. Keeping the aspects and objects away from the arena, away from the place. This is just another stepping stone on his path. You might need some... You know, is the mic connected? Well, it looks like he just... That was some very specific damage there. Yeah, they're going to start questioning what the hell's going on if you just suddenly stop playing. This is a very big interlude. There you go. The tambourine really saving the day. And were these lyrics agreed beforehand, or is she just, ad-libbing? Oh, Yoshinon's enjoying it at least. I expected this. The battle being overlaid with the performance from inside. My only issue is the white licorice itself causing damage to its users, to the test subjects. How long can she actually hold out for? Well, showing those Americans what for. That's something I might need on loop. Just Yoshinon headbanging away. Good work. Seem to have went down quite well. Aha. Uh-huh. So it was a matter of hopefully. Well, I don't actually know. I was trying to think, was that be a representation of her seeing red and therefore going off on one, or blood clouding over his vision? I don't think they're going to get good marks for this, though. Their their operation being interrupted. Are they going to be able to apprehend the spirits quite so easily? I wonder if there's going to be a big reveal, like the new cute maid that they've all kind of fallen in love with turns out to be their old friend Shiro. But that's what breaks this new spirit in a moment of triumph. Of course, that time operator only lurking in the background, not wanting to get involved too much. What has she got planned? Origami stepping up, taking the fight on head on, knowing that she's probably going to get into a hell of a lot of trouble for fighting back against, I don't know if they're her superiors at the moment, but while on suspension or whatever, going out, stealing equipment, causing untold damage to the rest of the company there. I don't think she's going to get off with just a unpaid leave. But the idea that she's not wanting a fair fight, this Miku, getting up on stage with her powers of persuasion and big history of being an idol, this is her forte after all. And yet won't allow Shiori to have a fair fight, telling the other band members to stay out of the spotlight, don't appear on stage. How's she going to feel that he found a little backup, and they did quite well, thanks to the leading vocals of Tolka? But even down to the simple things, not winning a prize on a game of ring toss, a claw machine not obeying her, those weird ladder climb obstacles at some fairgrounds. Yep. Why bother with the hard task if you can just go straight to the source? I want the prize, hand it over. Would definitely save a bit of change. But with her, where everything came to her so easily, because she can just skip it all. There's no need, no struggle, there's no fight. It's just, I win. They like surfing me. They give it to me. Does she even know that she has this power of the voice? That'd be interesting. Though she's not doing it consciously. It's just a habit of hers that thinking she's so on top, that this power comes through. She's not, doing it consciously. But maybe I'm just thinking too much into it. We'll have to see future episodes to really work that one out. But Date Alive pulling out some of the stops there, some of the animations on the Bandersnatchers and them being torn asunder, not being able to do it with actual human characters or spirits, being able to really amp up the destruction when it's robotic enemies. I think they were glad to have that bit of change there. But it is interesting to see the difference. Miku here just getting everything that she wants, where power of persuasion and her mind, thinking that everyone just owes her that, versus Shido, who has a collection behind him, an army supporting him, who would crawl through broken glass to help him out. The differences there between the two of them are staggering. So whose ideology is going to win out? If he doesn't win the battle, no doubt he'll win the war, so I'm not too worried. But to find out, we're going to have to watch the next one. So if you enjoyed a little cross-dressing, if you want to see more maid outfits, which I'm definitely not obliged to obey myself, join on for the next one. Maybe if these episodes suddenly got thousands more views, then maybe I'd consider it. My dignity is worth so little. But I hope you enjoyed, so if that's the case, let me know. Leave a like and comment down below. Consider subscribing so you don't miss out. Maybe join onto my Discord. But for now, get yourselves a bit of rest. I want to see you for the next one. If you want to be the excitable tambourine players in my moment of need, consider joining onto my Patreon, because it's a little less nerve-wracking than being in a crowd full of people. And no music acumen needed, although it is kind of helpful. So I do need to thank Sal, Guado, Kite, Wolfie Sensei and everyone else, because if it wasn't for you, I'd be up there on stage completely alone.